They say Paris is for lovers. I say it ain't bad for comedians either.
No way! Got your poster.
Oh, lovely.
We were a little short on quotes as usual, so I just sort of used something you've written and changed it around.
You're kidding.
I did a Brian Geeson cut-up job on it.
Make the most of it tonight, because all roads lead to Tom. Will you please welcome on stage from Florida, San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, and currently Amsterdam, Tom Rhodes.
Everybody, the most lovable man in Paris. Hooray! All right. Woohoo! Howdy, Paris. All right. I am American, and I apologize for everything. All right. Yeah. Shit. You selling the Vespa? I need a fucking Vespa, man. Oh shit, I'd never leave this town. I've been drunk off my ass with Carol every night this week, and he's got a little scooter. There's nothing better than being drunk in Paris at night on the back of a scooter. I would be happy to die like that, man. I mean, it's not as glamorous as Princess Diana's death, but I'm fucking taking it, you know? I'll take dying on a scooter in Paris. That's like the white trash American version.
Ooh la la!
But I dated this French girl, and well, let me back up the story. I took French in high school, and I got a D, which that's one above failing. F is failing, and D is just over, you just barely. And man, that always pissed me off. Because I worked my ass off in that class, and I got a D.
Explain E.
Say what?
Where the fuck's E? In between F and D.
They don't have E. But if you have any E, I'd like to buy some. This is my last night in Paris, you know. Euros, E's, all right. How many E's for that E? But so I took French in high school, and I got a D, man. And there is no E, sir. And I really thought I tried in that class, man. It always broke my heart that I got a D in French in high school. And then, so years later, I'm dating my first big love story ever. Was with this Parisian girl. She didn't live far from here, right up Rue de la Roquette, Rue de la Fabon. That's where her mama lives. That's funny because there was a women's prison there, and they had still got the markers for the guillotines, and it was like 200 women lost their heads there. That's the street that my first love was from. I don't know. I thought that was significant enough to mention. So anyway, the first time I ever came to Paris was like, I don't know, about 10 years ago, and Natalie was the girl's name. She got sick one night, and I got to go out by myself, and I'm walking, this is the first night I've ever been out by myself in Paris, right? And I was walking down the Rue de Lap, and there's a bar there called Some Girls. And I'm like, hey, that's a Rolling Stones album. I love the Rolling Stones. I go in there, they only play the fucking Rolling Stones. I'm in absolute heaven. I'm drinking beer brewed by monks. It's one of the few times in my life I'm actually enjoying my own company. I'm just fucking thrilled to death. And I kept wanting to leave, and then they'd play another great song, like Can You Hear Me Knockin' or whatever, and I would stay and have another beer. Finally, I left. The Rue de Lap's a really thin street. These two guys were walking towards me, and one of them had like a walking stick. And as we get close, he jams me in the stomach with it. And it's fucking go time, baby. It's 2 against 1, man. And this is usually the part of the story that I always leave off for embarrassment. I don't know where it came from. I'm not a fighter. I'm faced off with these two guys, and I barked at them. Rough! And then the guy with the stick starts beating me with it, and I'm fucking holding my hand out like this. And then I look to see what dude number 2 is doing, and dude number 2 maced me right in the eyeballs. And I didn't have glasses at the time, and just, oh my God, stinging pain. I've never felt such excruciating pain in my life. And I like freaked out, man. I wailed my arms, and I broke away, and they didn't rob me. I got away from them, and I'm running, and just tears are streaming down my eyes, and I look back, to see if they were chasing me, and they weren't. Obviously, I had confused them. You know, they were looking at each other going, did that guy bark at us? We need another foot on this side of the stage too, you know? Because I'm drinking all the fucking wine you got. But it's funny the shit that stuck in the crack of your brains, man. I don't know where it came from. I looked back and they weren't chasing me, and I yelled, Enchanté! Which means nice to meet you. Oh, I can't believe I got a D in that fucking class, man. I mean, I got to apply my shit on the streets of Paris. I bet there was kids that got A's that never got to use their shit on the streets of Paris. There's no guns in Europe. That's just amazing to me. I mean, there's no guns. And as an American, that always makes me think, how do you resolve your differences? Do you talk and reason? What a strange concept.
One of my favorite hobbies while traveling the world is I like to go to graves of people that I admire. And France has a bonanza of cool dead people. Arthur Rimbaud said, "Once, if my memory serves me well, my life was a banquet where every heart revealed itself, where every wine flowed. Hadn't I once a youth that was lovely, heroic, fabulous? Something to write down on pages of gold. I was too lucky." Voltaire said, "God is a comedian playing in front of an audience, too afraid to laugh." Jim Morrison said, "I don't know what's gonna happen, man, but I'm gonna get my kicks before this whole shithouse goes up in flames." Supposedly, it's good luck if you rub this guy's knob. By the looks of things, there's a lot of lucky people walking around in Paris.
France is cruel to animals. Shit, I love fragua, man. That's from goats, whatever the fuck. Goose was their liver. And they like pull it out of them while they're still alive. That's but it's fucking delicious. It's hard to be Mr. Animal Rights when the shit tastes so good, you know? I mean, you know, some things, you know, like veal, man. Come on, veal. It's indisputable how cruel veal is prepared. It's raised in a box, never sees sunlight. But it's fucking delicious. And there's something delicious in the cruelty of it. I had some veal a couple weeks ago. It was delicious. I mean, you could almost taste the lack of hope.
Les mots.
You can tell us where we're going.
We are in Reims, or Rice, as we were taught to say. And this is the biggest city in the Champagne region. And this is where all the French kings were coronated. In this church, this is Notre Dame Cathedral. And this is where Joan of Arc escorted Charles VII, who was too afraid to come here because it was behind enemy lines. And Joan of Arc said, "Dude, God told me it's gonna be all right." And she escorted him to be king, right? Cheer. Can't go left, well, fuck me.
This is one of my favorite things in France. You can walk in the same steps as Joan of Arc, and it doesn't cost a dime. Les Free. Joan of Arc is one of my all-time great heroes in life. For all of her ass-kicking good work, she was burned alive at the stake. And the ashes of her remains are in this very church.
Voila. Drinking champagne in Champagne. Viva la good life. Tom Rhodes doing what he does best.